Today, guys, I want to give you an honest review of what a Lamborghini Murcielago feels like when you drive it, and how does it compare to other supercars. Like we have here a Ferrari 599 GTB 911 Turbo or Lamborghini Murcielago. So, first thing I want to say is, if we are talking about looks, it looks phenomenal. I mean, it looks freaking amazing. The scissor doors, the design, the color is probably my favorite on a Lamborghini. Actually, it is my favorite. I mean, just the way it looks, it's amazing. Can't argue that. We will give it looks. Looks, when you talk about Lamborghini, it definitely has it. But if we are comparing to any other supercar, for instance like Ferrari, if we look at the seats here, these seats are extremely uncomfortable. They are pretty much a carbon style seat, and they are super duper just painful to go more than 20 miles, 30 miles, and you can really feel the road, especially if you have bumpy roads. And also the visibility when you're sitting in the car, this is what you see. Let me see if we can get a better angle. This is exactly what you see. Visibility is none. So you have to pretty much, when you have your rooftop off, the rooftop, you have to stick your head over this backrest, headrest support to look over to make sure you don't hit anything in the back. As far as the way this car feels, it's very bumpy and rough, and it feels like a supercar. So if you want to drive a car that looks extremely awesome and it has a nice look, and you like being flashy, this is the car for you. This is what you need to own. But if you like being a little bit under the radar, you buy this Ferrari 599, a V12. They're about in the same category. This vehicle feels 10 times better, in my opinion, than the Murcielago as far as the way it feels when you drive the car. It is a very sporty vehicle, but the build quality, when you lift this car up, and one day I'll make a video showing build quality on both, this vehicle is made very nicely. The rivets, let's see if we can go underneath here, the diffuser, just everything underneath the car is super nice. It doesn't have any crazy rivets. Murcielago, Lamborghini on the other hand, it's very basic. It has square tubing construction like your Diablo. It's pretty much a Diablo chassis, and they made it work with a Murcielago. So let's pop the hood, give you guys a peek on the inside here. Alright, there we go. This is what it looks like. I mean, definitely cool when you open this up to somebody and you show them. It's pretty impressive. It looks freaking amazing. You know, you got your carbon fiber sides. You know, they are a little bit wobbly on these cars. I mean, this is pretty normal, unfortunately. And there's a lot of things in here, like the adjustments of the seats. This one had some slight water damage at one point when the roof was down, whoever had it, so they didn't take very good care of that. The customer of this vehicle is actually a really cool guy, and he's into Lamborghinis, and he did a bunch of work with us right now. He's getting ready to pick it up, and I wanted to make a video before the car leaves, as it's going back to Atlanta from Charlotte, North Carolina. And we fixed pretty much everything on the car. Here's what it looks like on the inside. I would actually prefer a Gallardo over a Murcielago because they actually are built much better. And some guys will probably argue that, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I work on these cars, and I can tell you that the Gallardo is built much better, but it's not as cool as a Murcielago because the doors don't open up like this. They don't have scissor doors, they just have regular doors. So it's disappointing when you open the doors. As far as the service and maintenance on this car, it's much more expensive than your Gallardo and all the other vehicles. So, you know, that being said, we're gonna go on a little test drive. We're gonna break it in right now and drive it.